How are all of you guys? Thank you so much for being here. I have my coffee in tow. I have some yarn to show you, but most importantly, how is everyone here tonight? Or this evening, or this morning, depending on when you're seeing me. Just get this plugged in very quickly. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Hold on. I normally do all of this right beforehand, but it's okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Do we have an ad? I have the laptop here. I have an ad. Let's see. Let me skip that. Okay. Hello, Andrew. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Hello, hello. Hello. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. How are all of you guys? I hope you're well. We're here in the flesh. Hello, Dawn Aaron. How are you? I have the chat right here. Hello, Amber and Donica and Jeannie. Hello, Linda and Chris and Anne from Australia. Thank you so much for coming. All right. So glad that you guys could all make it. Hello, Ola Joe. Welcome in. And we have Kimberly M and Roxy. Well, how about this? A blanket hello to all of you guys, right? I don't want to miss anybody. But thank you guys so much for being here. So, wow. Everyone's saying hello. I really appreciate that. So, okay. Good, good, good. Let me see. Good evening from Northern Pennsylvania. Awesome sauce. Good evening from Nowhere, Delaware. So there's that. Hello, Tank. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. And Sharon and Jess and Desi Crochets. Hello, hello. If you're from PA, you can say, west, and you're thinking, okay, that city. North, you think that city somewhere around there. So, like, yeah, it's totally cool. Super, super hot. Wow. Ooh. Sometimes when fresh coffee gets poured into a mug, it's too hot. It made me tear up. That's hot. Wow. Okay, that was very, very hot. Whew. Anyway, hi Trish and Sinida and Mama Swift. Hello to you. Thank you so much for being here. And Donna, hello. And Lamar. And Sugar, hello Sugar. How are you? Huge hugs to you and everyone else in here. Hello, Annette. Okay, so we have all of that out of the way. As you guys know, LYS, National LYS Day was Saturday, yesterday. So I visited some places and I have some yarn to show you, but I'm not showing it all to you because I'm saving some for the podcast because, we have an acquisitions portion of the podcast and I really like to show some yarn if and when I can. So yes, Saturday was LYS Day. I kept talking about it, guys, because we want to be able to go into yarn stores and be able to touch the yarn and talk with the people that work there. We don't want to turn out, to a place where we're ordering every single thing online, right? So if you can, go to your yarn store, even if it's just a window shop, even if it's just to strike up conversations with the people that work there, it builds a great sense of community. So if you're able to do that, great. If not, completely understand, no harm, no foul, but if you can, try. So there is that. So, all right. Where do we start? If you notice, we're in the studio. I am recording Sunday in the studio here. I decided to change it up a little bit. It's really nice outside. There's a great ray of sunshine coming in. The weather's beautiful, and I just wanted to sit in here. So here we are. Behind me, I have two of my projects here in case any of you guys are wondering. This is my Strata shawl. And this here, you guys know, it's just a shawl. So I just finagled it to turn it into a top. So there is that. And for those of you guys who are new to the channel and haven't seen it before, let me go ahead and show you. So I'm going to get up and show you field trip. So here it is. It's just a shawl. Yarn Inspirations Caron Lacy yarn. And I got this at Joann's on sale, of course, and it took 2 cakes. And the colorway here is called Spectral, I believe, and it took 2 cakes. And it's a very, very simple repeat. And the fun part about this is on the bottom here, it's got this really nice detail. It's a single chain 2 single. You can't beat it. And if you style it, you can actually put it on as like, you know, a top like I did on Mrs. Morocco over here. So for now, I'm just gonna put this like this for now. But, you know, you could just style it. It's really, really easy. And then this is the Strata scarf / shawl. This is one of my personal favorites. I really enjoy this one. It's unisex. You can wear this as an oversized Lenny Kravitz type, like, you know, hug, or you can wear it as a shawl. It's pretty large, and you can work this up with Lion Brand woolies. It took 2 balls or 3 balls, 2 or 3 balls of that. And again, very fast, fun, and easy. I know a lot of you guys made this, but I wanted to showcase this, and I'm going to have them in here for, I don't know, a few days. So if you see them in here, that's what they are. Okay? So I'm going to just sit this right here for right now. Anyway. Okay. Let's see. Did I miss anyone? Hello, Dawn and Denisha. Hello, hello. Thank you so much, guys. Again, I have tutorials for all the things on my channel for both left and right-handed crocheters. That's kind of why I was, you know, putting it back there. I just wanted you guys to know that those are out there if you're interested in making it fast, fun, and easy. And they're not yarn eaters. So you don't even have to use that yarn. You can choose whatever yarn you want. So that's good too. Anyway, this morning, Crochet with JTYA. I released week number 3. Guys, I'm only doing 8 weeks of the squares. So the 8 weeks of squares is literally for Camp Boggy Creek. It's so that we can give you options to make blankets for donations if that's something that you're interested in. I will be making a PDF of all 8 of the squares so you can pick and choose. And the most fun part of this is with every single one of the squares, all you have to do is repeat the repeat to 40 inches, and then you have your blanket. So this one here is the latest one, Vintage Vibes, the Vintage Vibes square. Okay, and again, it's not meant to just be a square if you don't want it to be. You can actually use this repeat to make a blanket, or you can make a bunch of these and put them all together to make a blanket. So it's completely up to you. Hi, Sharon, welcome in. And Patricia, hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. So be sure to check out this morning. So Vintage Vibes Square, okay? So there's that. So, so good. And I do have to tell you, Matt needs a new hat. We've made that a while ago, guys. This is the Matt Hatter beanie. This is Premier Vivid. It's time for a new beanie for him. So be on the lookout. We're going to do another tutorial for a beanie. We need to make sure that Matt and Kat both have hats. Kat is over here. She's on this side of the room. They needed some time apart. So Matt and Kat are a thing, and then they're going to wear hats. So yeah. This is the hat that Kat is wearing. This is the Oya beanie, the official Yarn Addict OYA, official Yarn Addict beanie. This is the first one of a series that I have. So again, just stay glued to the channel. You'll find all the things, okay? So there's that. Put that there. I need another sip. I like to have things rhyme. It helps me remember, because one of the worst things about what I do is trying to remember everything. So if I keep it to a rhyme, it helps me remember. So we have Matt and Kat, C-A-T-T. It means crochets all the things, and Matt makes all the things. So Matt and Kat both wear hats, and it's going to help me remember. So there's that. And then the dress forms, I have Paco Taco Miss Morocco. So the female is Miss Morocco, and then I have two male dress forms. That's Paco and Taco. So it helps me remember. So when I talk about projects, I can say Miss Morocco is wearing this one, and then Paco is wearing this one. So yeah, and they're different heights too. So Paco and Taco are different heights. So Paco is taller, Taco is shorter, and then Miss Morocco is right in the middle. I walk in, I say buenos dias, ¿cómo está hoy? And I just do the whole thing, right? I have conversations with my dress forms. What do you want to wear today? Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. And hopefully you guys were able to accomplish everything that you wanted to accomplish. All right, so let's get into the yarn here. So LYS Day was yesterday. And is a dress form a good investment? It is, depending on what you use it for. So if you're using it to design or to showcase your work, then yes, it's a great investment. But if you don't have a need like that for that, then no, you really don't need to have it. So yeah. Anywho, the first place I went to is called the Yarn Maven, and I went to the Yarn Maven twice. I made 2 trips there because when I went the first time, I was one of the first 50 people to show up, and so you got a little bit of freebies and things like that. And at the end of my transaction, Sue, the owner, told me that I had a 25% off deal, attached to my phone number. So I turned around and I went right back in and I used the 25% off. So today I'm going to show you what I got the second time around. The first time around I'm going to save for the podcast. So here it is. It comes in this really nice little bag with a sticker on it. Super nice. All right, so we'll start at the top, I guess. So here it is. The first one here is called Lucky Tweed. It's 100% merino wool, 210 yards, 190 meters at 100 grams. It's called Lucky Tweed, and it's hand wash, lay flat to dry, do not tumble dry, and it is just super squish and soft. And so this is one of 3 colorways that I picked up for the Lucky Tweed. The same colorways I had a little while ago, but for a project. So here's the second one. This is called Tomato. And the third one here is called, what is this called? Let me see, Deep Sea. So those are the 3 colors in like a tweed. So needles, right? We're putting these on the needles. It goes a lot further. And so I figured with the amount of yardage that I have here between these 3, it's definitely going to be enough to do some sort of beginner's type shawl. You know what I mean? So I thought that was really, really great. So this here is part of Kelborn Woolens, if you guys are familiar with that. And it's a medium 4-weight yarn. And they suggest a 4.5 to a 5 millimeter knitting needle or a 4.5 to a 5 millimeter crochet hook. So I think these complement each other very, very well. So a huge hello to everyone and anyone coming in. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for hanging out with me. So we're just going to sit those over here. All right, next, I picked up 2 of these. Oh my goodness. Do you see that? Absolutely beautiful. It's called Barocco Summer Sesame. And here, this is 47 cotton, 44 acrylic, 9% nylon. It's 3.5 ounces at 100 grams, 295 yards, 270 meters. It's made in Italy. And they are suggesting a 4 to a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. It's a medium number 4 weight yarn. And the 4 to 4.5 is for both crochet hook and knitting needle. So super, super nice. And the colorway name is called Solar. Very, very nice. Gorgeous. It's super soft for what it is. I mean, it's 47 cotton, but it is a softer cotton. It's got acrylic and nylon in it. So very, very nice. Love it. Next, we have a leaker. Houston, we have a leaker. It's okay. I'll fix it very quickly. We have two of the LRA marble yarn. So LRA marble yarn. Gorgeous, gorgeous yarn here. So the colorway name here is called Carnelian. And let's see here. It's very, very, very small. This is a DK weight yarn, of course. I can tell just by feeling it. DK weight yarn. It's 3.52 ounces at 100 grams, 273 yards, 250 meters. It is hand wash, lay flat to dry. And the suggested knitting needles are 4 to 4.5 for both knitting needles and crochet hook. So I really, really like the red. And then you have the marbling that's happening here. Super, super nice. I only picked up two. Even though it was, 25% off, I still had to get my deals and steals. So, yes. Actually, no, I picked up three. I picked up three of those. And then here, I have Barocco cotton, or is it cotton? Barocco spray, sorry. Barocco spray. I have three donuts of this. I love the mauve. There's a beautiful mauve color in there that I really enjoy. It's 56 wool, 44 cotton, 3.75 to a 4 millimeter knitting needle, or a 4 millimeter crochet hook. And the colorway name here is called Beach. And it's 1.75 ounces at 50 grams, 142 yards at 130 meters. Super, super nice. It's very soft, very soft. You guys know that I needed to have a complementary color to this. I couldn't just run this by itself. So what I did was I picked up a solid. So I chose this colorway right here, and this colorway is called Coal, C-O-A-L, Coal. And I thought that looked really, really nice together. Now, I could have gone with a cream color. I think like a cream would have looked really nice with this, but I think this really highlights the darker features of that yarn. So super, super excited about that. So yes, Barocco spray. Next, I picked up a series of Barocco Remix Light recycled fibers. It's 2025. It's one of the things that are in, recycled this, recycled that. So I figured, why not try it? So here I have three colorways of this, but two of each. So we have Barocco Remix Light, and you can see all the things in that yarn. It's 100% recycled fibers, and the breakdown is 30 nylon, 27 cotton, 24 acrylic, 10% silk, and 9% linen. And it's machine wash cold and lay flat to dry. And the colorway is called No Color. It's color number 6993. So I want to say like charcoal. It's like a charcoal color. Super, super nice. Hello, spring, and everyone and anyone else that I missed. This next colorway here is giving me like a lighter gray. So a dark gray, a light gray, super, super nice. I'll tell you all the details in a minute. And then I have two of these. I don't know what was going through my mind at the time, but I was really into this situation here. Very, very nice. So as far as the yardage is concerned, it has 432 yards, 400 meters per skein or skein. Definitely enough to do whatever I want, whether it be like a shawl or some sort of wearable. And it's super soft, and I really like the fact that it's not like a solid color, but you have bits and bobs of all the things in the yarn. It's really, really nice, and I think it brings like a really nice texture to the yarn, if that makes any sense. It is on the thinner side of a 3, if I'm being perfectly honest. Do I have my wrapper? No, I don't. It's in the other room. I was going to test it, but yeah, it's a thinner 3. Let's see here. It could almost, it's almost fingering weight. But yeah, very nice. Anyway, so that was part 2 of my haul from the Yarn Maven in Delaware. In Delaware, we don't really have that many local yarn shops. We Delawareans tend to find ourselves going outside of the state to, you know, Pennsylvania or New Jersey or Maryland to visit our yarn stores. But the ones we do have are really special to us. So huge shout out to Sue at the Yarn Maven. Thank you so much for just hosting such a great event. It was so amazing. We had such a great time. So yes, there's that. All right. Let's see. What size will I use with the 2 together? I think I would use a 5.5 or a 6. I think. It does look like sport weight, doesn't it? Yeah, for sure. Anyway, hello everyone. Do we have any birthdays in here today? Anyone with the birthday? Anyone with a birthday? So I'm getting the question, and I'm sure this isn't the first time someone has asked. Well, thank you so much, Zoila. I really do appreciate it. Mama Wilma is not here. I'm in the studio. So she is resting. She's doing herself. She's crocheting. She's enjoying, you know, her projects in front of the TV, watching her shows. So yes, let's see. Hello, Jaxie. Welcome in. Thank you so much for skirting in here. Skirt. Oh, hello, Nancy. Welcome in. Thank you so much. So we have no birthdays, right? I'm just making sure. Your neighbor down the street has a birthday? Right. Can you guys imagine? Oh, yes. That person that I saw at the grocery store last Wednesday, I think they have a birthday today. So go ahead and sing. That's so funny. I love it. What was the Ella Ray yarn you showed? This one here is called Carnelian. Carnelian. I have 3 donuts of this. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. It's all the same lot. And I picked it up because of the red, you know? Hello, Graciela. Welcome in. So yeah, this here is called Marmel. M-A-R-M-E-L. Old English for marble. And it's the finest cotton blend is what it's saying here. And it also says it's 58% cotton, 42% acrylic. So it's not a pure cotton blend, or blend means it's not pure. But yeah, so there's that. Very, very nice. Your neighbor on the other side of town's aunt's niece's nephew's friend has a birthday? Right. Oh my goodness. Oh my stars. Well, listen, it's absolutely fine. So what I will do is I will just do my little happy birthday song for anyone that has a birthday between now and the next time we meet each other. How about that? Because I want to make sure that all of you guys are acknowledged, right? So we'll do the happy birthday song. You can like slip in and like sing if you want, or you can just cover your ears. It's completely up to you. Hi, Mishi. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I wish you many more. 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 Happy birthday to anyone and anyone that has a birthday between now and the next time we see each other. Oh, so good. Okay, so we did the things. Everyone with a birthday has been acknowledged, right? One blanket happy birthday. Super happy about that. Oh my goodness. Bucky's mug is the best mug, guys. If you don't know what Bucky's is or any of the things, check it out online. Bucky's, they have this gas station with like all the gas pumps. It's like they have all the pumps, and inside they have all the wonderful things. So this is one of the wonderful things that I picked up there. So thank you so much, guys, for your very, very kind words. Oh, thank you, Wendy. So I have to watch what I sing because I don't want to get dinged from YouTube. Like, they will seriously check me and be like, no, 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 strike. You can't sing that song, you know? But if you find me on TikTok, I can sing over there. And I was last night. It was a lot of fun. I crocheted and I sang. It was so much fun. So if you have TikTok, find me, Juan the Yarn Addict. I do lives over there. It's so much fun. Anyway, hello from Cleveland, Ohio. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I do appreciate you guys spending a little bit of your Sunday with me. It's so awesome, so cool. But yeah, so what are you guys up to? What are you guys doing? You went to Goodwill today? Nice. You rescued a little bit of yarn. Sometimes it's hit or miss. When I go to my Goodwill, like, I'll go in there and the shelves are bare. But then sometimes I go in there and I get like Juniper Moon, or I'll get some Red Heart. All yarn is good yarn, guys. So super, super excited about that. Yeah. So, yes, sorry, I spaced out for a minute. So Kim mentioned that my patterns are on Ravelry and more are being added. So make sure that you go over there and you save me or favorite me, or however you're supposed to say that to the people who are on Ravelry. So when I drop something new, you're notified. And if you're interested, check it out. I do have free patterns over there too. So feel free to download away. Go look for the free things, go download them all. And if you like it, do it. So yeah. Sharon Loves Purple says, I never see any yarn at my Goodwill. Oh, I hate that. I'm sorry. It is hit or miss where I'm at too. Sometimes there's nothing there. And then sometimes they have all the things there. So yeah, it's hit or miss, I guess. Is the hat pattern that you showed there, the hat pattern, which one? This one here? This is just a tutorial, but it will be eventually. It will be eventually. You never had any luck finding yarn at the thrift stores, but Marketplace is always full of yarn. It is. It is. It definitely is. Yep. So super, super nice, guys. And you know what? I always say that someone rescued the yarn before I did. Right? Like, that's why I'm not seeing it. So I'm cool with that. As long as the yarn is not being wasted and it's being put to good use, then yes, for sure. Definitely that. So super excited about that. I do like Facebook Marketplace, but be careful. You know, you have switch and bait people, you have flim flam artists. Some piece of advice that I can give you, well, some pieces of advice I can give you is when you make contact with somebody on Facebook Marketplace about yarn that you see, number one, only go to the place that you're meeting them with the amount that you guys agreed upon. Don't bring extra money. Go there with what you agreed upon only. And then when you're there, make sure that what was advertised is what you're paying for. Check the things first, make sure it matches, and then do the transaction. If it's not legit, if some of the pieces are missing, back away and be like, sorry, I'm not interested. You know, because sometimes they'll advertise one thing and show up with something else. It happened to me. So just be very careful. Yes, meet up in a very public place where there's other people around, and make sure that you don't go alone if you can help it. If you don't have a choice, you don't have a choice, but try to be with someone else when you go to these places. Just be safe. You never know nowadays, because when it comes to yarn, especially, you know, we go to Facebook Marketplace because we're looking for deals and steals. And the people who, are guilty of, switching bait, they know this. And they're like, okay, well, how much can I get out of this person? So just be really, really careful with that. So, yeah. Hopefully that advice will help. And hello, Kimmy Joe. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Cat is alone over there. Cat is alone. I didn't want to clog up the table. You know what I mean? So, and if you know, well, you guys don't know this, but I have the sign backwards. But it's to you guys, it's reading the correct way. Look at that. This is how I see it over here, but this is how you're seeing it. So, yeah, I'm learning. Since the system doesn't want to flip the camera the right way, I'm just flipping everything else the right way. So that's fine. Love that for us. Anyway, guys, so what was I going to say? So as far as the crochet along, just to remind you guys, if you guys are interested in that, we're going to do the kickoff live on the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo. And then 1 week later after that, I'm going to drop the very first tutorial. So stay tuned for that. If you guys have any questions, hold on to them until the 5th of May, and then I will host the live. You can ask the questions and all the things. Okay. I can't get it straight anymore. Is your cubbies to your left or to your right in real life? So in real life, my cubbies are on my right. Or no, these, my left. This is my left, your right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yep, behind me, to the left, to the right. So however you're seeing it, it's the opposite. You've been with me 8 months, Dawn. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being with us and supporting all the wonderful things that is Juan the Yarn Addict and the channel and all the things. So for the longest time, guys, I've been just going back and forth with myself about my channel name. Like, should I name it like a place or a thing, or, keep it Juan the Yarn Addict? Because some people are like, oh yeah, over at, the Juan the Yarn Addict channel, but it's named after a person. So I'm keeping it like that because that's how I like it. So it's fine. When you reference my channel, just reference the person and be like, yeah, Juan the Yarn Addict this or Juan the Yarn Addict that, and everyone will know it's the channel too. It's all one and the same. I made it so easy. Every platform, everywhere, you just type the name and you'll find me. No secret names, you know what I mean? So yes, we're going to keep it exactly the same, Juan the Yarn Addict. But yeah, my name is Juan the Yarn Addict. So yeah, yep, spring 2. Absolutely. Not So Naughty Crochet, 11 months, Dawn. That is so, so cool. Thank you so much for the support. So good. Love it. So let's see. I'm curious about 2 things, Juan. 1, how do you decide on how much yarn to buy at once? And 2, how big is an average project bag for going places? Very, very good questions. So it depends on what you're looking to make, right? So I have 2 methods of thinking. Am I buying yarn for a particular project, or am I buying yarn for stash? Sometimes I do both. Sometimes I do just one. If I'm buying for a project, my benchmark is 3,000 yards. I just have to have 3,000 yards because it's enough for a throw. It's enough for a shawl. It's enough to make multiple things if that's what I want. So yes, I look for deals and steals, and 3,000 yards. If I'm buying for stash, 12 please. So my cubbies, there's 3, there's 6, there's 9, and there's a whole nother set behind. But the old ones, it was 3, 6, 9, and then 3 in the behind. So a dozen, So 12 please. That's kind of how I do it. Not everyone does that, but I do. 12 please. And, you know, sometimes 12 times 2. You know, it's so nice we have to get it twice. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of my go-to. Now, for projects, if you are buying yarn for a shawl, if you're a crocheter, not a knitter, if you're a crocheter and you're buying yarn for a shawl, I would always say 1,200 yards is like the average right there, right? So if your skeins are running you about 350, meaning 350 yards, just get yourself 4 skeins. And I mean, it's more than 1,200, but that's kind of like the benchmark there. It's 1,400. So yeah, if you're knitting, well, I would always say, just to be on the safe side, have around 1,000 yards, just to be sure. But then again, I'm a new knitter, so my count or my, you know, my gauge will be off. I'm not exactly sure. So always have extra yarn. Always check dye lots. Always make sure that, if you could, make sure they're the same. And, you know, for each skein, it's different. You'll normally find it above the barcode, you know? So for me, for this, for us, I only have 600 yards for this, but I could always go back. It's a great excuse to pick up 3 more, 1,200. So just to be sure, check your lot numbers. And if you've used the yarn, hold on to the ball band, go to the store or wherever you're getting your yarn and try to match it. If you can't match it, then, I mean, in some cases, I went to the place with my project and I held up the new yarn in the store to my project to see, you know, if I could find a skein that was as close as possible to what I already had on the project. So there's many different ways. You can take a picture of it. But if you don't want to do that and you want it as exact as possible, bring the work to the store. Bring your project bag, you know. Hello, Bear. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Huge hello to all of you guys. Love that for us. So I really do appreciate all of you wonderful folks coming in here and hanging out with me. Yeah, you've done that before, Sonata. Yeah, you got to be sure. You have to be sure, because you never know. Like, you'll walk in there thinking that it's like this shade, and then it's going to come out looking like this shade, and look at the difference. And you're going to like, well, I thought I had the right shade, and no, you really didn't. So, yeah. Hello, angels and cats. Hello, hello to you. Thank you so much for being here. You just try to have enough yarn with me to work while waiting. Yep, absolutely. So let's see. Yes, and Leonie has hit the nail right on the head. Like, it's another reason why when you order yarn online, you're never in control of what you receive. So they may send you, you know, what they have in their inventory, but the lots may not be exactly the same. And you're the receiving end of that. And so you're looking at it and you're like, well, darn, I didn't have the choice to look through what they had. So now I have 2 dye lot numbers and they don't match. And so now you're fussing back and forth with, like, okay, well, do I send all of the color back, or do I ask for a specific lot number and then go from there? It becomes a whole situation. So yes, be sure that your dye lots match if possible, or have enough of 2 so that you can alternate so that it could make sense. I mean, because sometimes you're not going to have enough of a lot number. But if you really want to do your project, make sure you alternate the lot numbers to stretch out what you do have. So, you know, just some pieces of advice that maybe some of you guys already know, maybe you don't know, not sure. You're reluctant to buy bougie yarn online because of that. Tyler from Arcane helps me pick out complementary colors. Yep. Very, very good. Tyler's really great at that. And, you know, if you have developed like relationships with yarn dyers, you can have those conversations with them to just kind of let them know, like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. Please make sure that I have enough of this dye lot number. And if it's not the same, please make sure that it matches or is as close to it as possible. To just, you know, it's good to have that dialogue. And welcome, Julie, to the fellows. Thank you so much for joining the Yarn Addicts. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the support. you guys, you guys are saying yay for Julie. Was she trying to join? Thank you so much, Julie. I really do appreciate it. So I do want to talk about my memberships very quickly. I promise I won't go on a long situation about it. I do have two tiers. The fellows are 99 cents a month, and it's a great way to support the channel. It helps pay for the postage on the giveaways that I have for the channel. The $4.99 memberships are the officials. What you get are, well, a couple things. First of all, you get a monthly pattern from me. I write patterns. Sometimes you get more than one pattern. Sometimes you just get one. But on the 7th of every month, you get a free pattern from me. On top of that, we do 2 Zoom calls a week. One is a show me Zoom call. So you bring your whips and your makes to the Zoom, and then you show them off in the group. And then we also have a discussion forum once a week. So 2 Zoom calls. We do members only lives, members only videos, and posts. So there you have it. Those are the perks for the officials. For the fellows, they get the members only lives, members only videos, and posts. So there you go. And yeah, 14 months, I believe, right? We're at 14 months since we started memberships. Super, super happy. Did you order the mystery yarn boxes from Yarnspirations? I did not, Queen Nadira. I didn't, because I'm up to my earlobes in yarn here at the house. I'm actually in the midst of making my own mystery boxes and releasing them on my Etsy store. So yeah, you just used up your 14-month milestone thing. Oh, that's so cool, Amber. Hello, Robin. Welcome in. So glad that you're here with us. Happy Sunday to you and everyone else that's in here that came in after the fact. And thank you all for the thummies. How many thummies are we at? We're at 317. We have over 500 people in here. Yay, 14 months. Woo! I love it. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting me, supporting my channel. It's been a journey, it's been an adventure, but one that I'm so glad that I'm on, and I'm glad that you guys are here with me. So I do want to just put it out there. Maybe, you know, I should knock on wood or something. I'm looking for more wood. So obviously you guys know I'm trying to grow my channel, right? So I have this little itty bitty milestone goal. I want to get to 40K. So if you have any friends that crochet that may be interested in what I do here on YouTube, please tell them about me. It's the best way to, you know, grow a channel. Tell your friends. If they're interested, have them subscribe. And, you know, if they come and check me out and I'm not their thing, that's fine. But just put it in their ear. Tell them to come and check me out. I would really appreciate it. I'm also on other platforms, Instagram, TikTok, like I mentioned earlier, Facebook. I have a Facebook group, guys. A lot of you guys know this already. Juan the Yarn Addict and Friends. So we're over 4,000 strong. And so we go to share our whips, our finished objects. It's a place where we keep our crojo in check, right? So if you feel like you're about to fall off the needles or fall off the hook, go in there, look at all the wonderful things. It's so, so great. Thank you so much, Kathy. I really do appreciate it. She says, thank you for all you do for the yarn community and for the extended family I've gained from you. Yes, absolutely. And, you know, whether you've been with me for 1 day or 1 year, all of the support that I receive is absolutely appreciated. There's a lot of you guys that have been with me since the very beginning. Mishi and Kim and Penn and Penny. And the list grows. So thank you guys all so much for the support. It's a lot of work, but it's really, really worth it. So thank you guys. So, so good. This coffee is piping hot still. All these minutes later, guys, still piping hot. I'm telling you, Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's. Oh, so, so good. Yes, if you guys ever have any questions, Mrs. Morocco looks stunning. Do you like Mrs. Morocco? Yes. She's giving. Yeah, she's giving us all the things. She's like, look at me. Tell me that I look good. You know, that's what Miss Morocco is saying. Tell me I look good with this. It's just a shawl. And she does. She looks good. Uh, Mama Wilma is doing really well, Amanda. Thank you so much for asking. Um, so yeah, I do want to put it out there, guys. I thought about it and I wasn't sure exactly when I was going to talk about this, but I feel it's really important that you guys know this because those of you guys that are in my very close circle, kind of sort of like what is going on. So my mother is now getting to an age where she really just wants to rest. She's 81 and not using that as an excuse, but she just doesn't have the energy that she used to have. So a lot of times when I ask her, like, "Hey, Mom, do you want to go on for Sunday?" And she's like, "No, Juan, I really don't have the energy. I'm just not up for it." And I really do respect that. So I told her, I said, "How about this? How about you let me know when you want to come on? And then when and if you're ready to come on, you're always welcome to come onto the channel." And so that's kind of where we're sitting at right now. So for the foreseeable future, just know that if you see Mom, it's because she wants to come on. But if you don't want to see Mom, it's because she's resting. And I have to be the loyal, grateful son and just say, "You know what? Thank you so much for, the times that we have had on the channel. And I'll be super excited if and when you're ready to come on." So yeah, I don't want to force her just because the audience wants to see her. I want her to feel comfortable to come on when she's ready to come on. So if you don't see her, it's because she chose to not be here. Okay. So just please keep that in mind. And thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for understanding. And I still hope that you guys can still come and hang out and all the things with us. But, my mom is prioritizing herself, which I feel like she should. And I'm glad that, she's doing that for her. So, yes. And thank you guys again. Thank you for understanding. And I thought about this to myself. When can I tell you guys? Like, when is the best time to tell you guys that, like, Ma's not going to be on every week because she just doesn't want to come on. She wants to rest. And yeah. Yep. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. And then also, too, like, with Mom just wanting to, like, not come on every Sunday, um, I figured I'll give you guys little updates. Just let you guys know that she's doing good, that she's resting, and all the things. So that you guys still know what's happening with her. So she's not just like this lost person. I will still update you guys on all the things with Mom. Okay? So there's that. There's that. Oh, my goodness gracious. Where has the time gone? It's already 48 minutes into our live. Are you kidding me right now? Thank you guys for understanding. I really do appreciate it. You're always tired after your live. I definitely will give Mama all the hugs from all the folks, right? I do appreciate it. And I do have to say that my lives are typically big. Like, there's a lot of folks here, and it does take a lot of energy out of a person. Like my mom, to her, it's overwhelming. She doesn't really sit in lives with 20 people. Not that that's a bad thing, because actually, intimate lives are nice. But the chat goes so fast that she can't keep up, and so it takes a lot of energy out of her. But we got this. We can totally do this. It's so good. Love it. Let's see. Any other questions? You guys have my undivided attention. This is the time. Let's ask the things. Any questions that you have for me? I'll sip on my coffee and wait for a question. Oh, wow, Dora. Your husband's name is Juan and your mother-in-law's name is Wilma. That's so, so cool. Juan, project bags for on the go. Yes, project bags for on the go are different sizes. So I have one here. This is a project bag. You can make, fabric, or you can buy them this size. It's very, very nice. Just take an extra skein of whatever it is that you're working on. You have a recommendation for a 5.5 millimeter hook. I would want to say furls first, but if not furls, definitely I would say this one. No, hold on. on. Here it is. Clover or more. 5.5 millimeter hook. That's the recommendation. How much space do you have now that your Boggy Creek blankets have been delivered? Well, the blankets were being stored in a storage unit. So here in the house, it's the same space, but over there, it's empty. Yes. Thank you so much, Jane. I really do appreciate that. I really do. But yes. So there's a bag there. I do have, let's see. How do I keep my yarn from slipping on my yarn winder? Tension. Be mindful of your tension. If it's slipping, either loosen up or tighten up, depending on how it's falling off. Just play with your tension a little bit until you get it. All right. What is your favorite crochet project? My favorite crochet project is the one that I'm struggling to complete. It's my birthday blanket. That's my favorite one. Like, I just don't have time to sit down and crochet it, but it is my favorite one because it's my favorite yarn. So yeah. Let's see. You love clever hooks? Yes, yes. You're still lurking while you work on your C2C. So good, Kimmy. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us. You're binge watching my prior content and trying to keep current. Sometimes I confuse myself. Yes, because there has been a shift, guys. I lost a lot of weight since I started my channel. And so you can usually tell how old a video is by how I look. The thinner I am, the more recent it is. Any idea what to make with 2 50-gram balls of a 2-weight wool linen blend? Well, I would say like a chalette. If you're knitting, if you're crocheting, I would definitely run something with that and stretch it out. What is my favorite crochet charity? Boggy Creek. Camp Boggy Creek is my favorite charity. You like tulip hooks? Yes. We're tulip fans here too. We love them. Specifically a 5 or a 6.5 are my two favorites of the tulips. Right here. You just watched one of my scruffy videos. Oh boy, that was last year this time, 12 months ago. I was a bit on the scruffy side. We were doing the Chunky Monkey Market Bag. Chunky Monkey Market Bag. Where he at? Where he at? There he go. There he go. Twins in a stitch. Twins in a stitch and a big fat hook. So do I do any kind of gardening? Yes, I do. I don't really have the time to do it now because my channel has grown and I've been super busy. But sometimes I go outside with the landscapers and I watch them and then I dig in and play. I play with the flowers and things. So yeah, I do a little bit of gardening. I love making boggy blankets, right? And you know why I like it so much? It's because of the kids. Like, it's for the kids. So anyway, yeah, but bring back the stash? No way. No way. You love your red 5.5 Edamo tulip? Yes. It's such a good hook. Love your Sunday morning classes, but I am right-handed. Any way to post a flipped version? I've tried, but for some reason I'm having issues with it. So what I might, well, just for one, be sure to know that anything that I cover with the Crochet with JTYA will be a tutorial recorded separately. So case in point, the first square, the textured vibes square that turned into a blanket, it's a whole tutorial for both left and right-handed crocheters. So whatever you see there, it will eventually be a tutorial. All right. You're Susan Bates. Very, very nice. Love it, love it, love it. Have you fixed your gate yet? Snowy Cat? Shh. No, I didn't fix it yet. I've been too busy. I've been too busy crocheting. Even though I'm not the one that needs to fix it, all it is a phone call. I need a call. You're terrified about your coming yarn inspirations order. They seem to be having a happy shipper sending way too much yarn. Wow. That's so, so cool, Mishy. Love that. I don't know what I'm going to do with the yarn I do have. I love mystery boxes and bags and things, but I just don't know where to put the yarn. I have no idea where we're putting it. You know what I mean? Like, ugh. I may still get something just because. I don't know. I love a surprise. I don't know why. I just love surprises. I love, like, the feeling of a surprise. So I may get it just for that, and then I'll give it all away. Hi, Helen. Welcome in. Hello, Robin. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I do need a personal assistant for the house. I do. I just don't know how any of that works. Hi, the Darth Mom. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, rent a store. Mishi, I have a storage unit, but I keep it for boggy blankets. But guess what? I may have to put yarn in it, unfortunately. But yeah, whatever doesn't go for mystery boxes will wind up going into the storage unit. Yep. Over the door shoe organizers. That's a great idea too, but that fills up fast. Hi, Wanda. Welcome in. Let's see. Juan, it is all in one granny yarn. What? Oh, by the way, I went to Walmart and picked up some skeins. Is it here? No, it's in the other room. They marked it down to $3.50. How do you set goals to finish your whips? I have a hard time finishing my project because I'm inspired. Well, write it all down. Keep it in a book. When you started, when you stopped, and all the things. Be sure to check all of that. I keep missing the chat. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Sorry, I feel like I'm missing the chat here because the video side of my laptop froze, but the chat's still going. I have no idea what that even is about. All right, Leonie, thank you so much for popping in here. I really do appreciate it. All of you wonderful folks, thank you. What yarn did I get? I got the all-in-one flower power for $3.50 at Walmart. I'll show it on the podcast. It started at $7 as a discount, which I don't think that's a discount. And then it went from that to $5, and then from $5 to $3.50. So I picked up like 6 of them, and not 12. I picked up 6 and not 12. What was wrong with me? I should have been like 12, please. But I only got it for Boggy Creek, so yes, that wasn't a discount. Let's see. How is the Temu yarn? The Temu yarn is Temuing. It's doing all the things. I'm still trying to get used to this. Very beautiful colorway. But it's hairy mohair. Mohair is supposed to be hairy, I know, but I'm playing with it. And yeah, so Temu. Very, very good. I love how soft it is, but it's very, very hairy. I need a comb. I need to comb it out before I crochet it. I need to crochet it. I mean, I need to brush its hair before I crochet it. Where I knit it. So yes. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you guys. I figured out the yarn that I'm going to work with this. Let me go under the table. Field trip. Hold on. This right here. So this Temu yarn, mohair, will go with Luxe Merino loops and threads. We're going to run that together. I think that's a beautiful combination. It's beautiful. You have the gray tones go right in with this. So yes, it's beautiful. But I have no idea what I'm making with it. So yeah, so good. We'll see. Maybe I'll make some sort of shawl or something. I don't know. I've been itching to make a shawl. You know, for Paco Taco Miss Morocco, they need clothes. They need to wear things because they can't look like this every time, right? They need things on there. Or a hat for Kat. Perfect. I'm sure Kat would appreciate a mohair hat, right? For Kat. Is it your birthday, Tracy? Oh, okay, well, fine. We'll wrap up the live with a happy birthday song to Tracy. It'll give me a nice dark marl. Love it. All right, so happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tracy. Happy birthday to you. I wish you many more. I wish you many more. I wish you many more. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tracy. And on that note, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. It's always a pleasure being here with you guys every Sunday. Thank you so much for coming. And I hope to see you guys all on the next one. I believe after this live, there's other lives happening on the YouTube streets. Be sure to check them out. I know Mishy's happening in 1 hour. Be sure to check her out. All right, guys, have a wonderful night, and I shall see you guys on the next one. Bye.